Welcome to the 7 Pillars of True Beauty. I'm going to go over the basics of these pillars. It really is the foundation for everything that we do and create here at MIG. It's the foundation for how we want to help activate you in your health and wellness. And when we talk about true beauty, let's just dive into that for a second here. What is true beauty? You know, you hear the word beauty all the time, but when I think about true beauty, I think about beauty from the inside out. I think about activating you, body and soul, because it's not enough just to eat the right foods and use the right skincare. There's so much more to beauty than all of that. It really is, and you're going to hear me like a broken record. It really is coming to life in every part of who you are. And so let's dive into these 7 pillars. The first one is healing. And again, any of these pillars, as you're hearing me speak, I just want you to know we're talking about body and soul. And so we're talking about supporting your body's natural healing process and nourishing the soul to life. So with healing, know this, and again, I'll be like a broken record. Your body is incredible. It's a masterpiece and it's designed to heal itself. And so everything we eat, everything we put on our skin, everything we breathe, and then everything we allow into our minds and into our hearts can either create toxic burden or empower us to come to even greater life. And so you've heard me say this before, but the skin is not wallpaper. Everything you put on your skin impacts your bloodstream. It's a living, breathing, active organ. So when we're formulating our skincare, of course, we're looking at all the ingredients, and everything we create is designed to support your body's natural healing process. Everything we breathe in can create toxic burden. Think candles, think room sprays and perfumes and the plugins. All of those things can either help our bodies come to life or create toxic burden. And of course, you're going to hear me talk about this a lot, but your mind is like a garden, and we can foster it to health, or we can harbor bitterness and unforgiveness and anger and all of those things. As you know, scientifically speaking, you can actually see the impacts of these negative toxic emotions on your physiological, on your system, on your body. And so when I talk about, what you eat, what you breathe, what you put on your skin, and then what you think, remember, your heart is the wellspring of life, and we want to eliminate drag there as well. So part of the MIG ritual, the MIG method, is designed to help you let go of the things that don't serve you in every area of your life, empowering you to move on and grow past the pain and live freely. The second pillar is the detox pillar. And I love this pillar because, detox is a buzzword. So everybody talks about fasting and drinking lots of water, but there's actually the right way to detox, and there is the wrong way. And so when you hear me talk about detoxification, there's a couple things. First is, obviously, supplementation is really critical. We want to supplement our bodies so that we can eliminate toxic. In your body, your cells hold on to 2 types of toxins. One is water soluble, the other one is fat soluble or oil soluble. And as we are, if you take a greasy dishpan and you put it into a sink full of water and you spray the grease, what happens to that grease? Does it eliminate it? No. So it's the same thing with your body. When you're drinking lots of water, that's amazing. We want to eliminate those water soluble toxins, and it's good for your liver and kidneys to drink a lot of water. But there is another way to detoxify, and that is to eliminate the fat soluble or the lipid soluble toxins within your cells. And we do that through fermented herbs and our cleanse supplementation. We do that through, I'm going to teach you guys how to juice, how to blend, how to intermittent fast, and how to really awaken your body to life through proper detoxification. There's so many different ways to do that, but the key is hydration and the total body detox by supporting your liver and your kidneys and eliminating those fat soluble toxins within your cells. So the third one is supplementation, and you'll hear me talk about this a lot too, are a couple things, and you've probably heard this before. Some of this is going to be repeat information just in general news out there. Mainstream information is our soil today is quite depleted. And so, when we're growing plants from depleted soil, it means that our food can be depleted as well. And so there are ways to supplement so that we can fill the gaps in our bodies, and there's a right way to supplement and there's a wrong way to supplement. A lot of times we're taking supplementation that our body doesn't even recognize and break down. So for instance, glutathione, you can take glutathione, but it doesn't pass the brain barrier and it's not actually benefiting your system the way it could as if you were supplementing in a way that helps your body produce its own glutathione. And so everything we do, we're thinking about how do we fill in the gaps and how do we supplement in a way that causes our body to produce more of its own things that we need, such as collagen even. You know, your body begins to decline in collagen production in your early 20s. So our collagen supplement is designed to not only fill the gaps in collagen, but to also help your body produce more of its own. So when we talk about supplementation, we're talking about supporting your body's natural production process and filling in the gaps where your body won't produce more of its own. So that's supplementation, and it's critical that we do that for health and healing and for true beauty. The fourth pillar is activation. You've heard about workouts, you hear about exercise all the time. I like to use the word activation because what activation does is it sculpts your body, and it also helps to eliminate toxins. It helps to create long, lean muscles and ligaments. And so the way that I'm going to teach you how to activate is going to help not only create a beautiful body, but also support your body's natural healing process. I have a woman that I sat down with. She's a really huge influencer in the health and wellness space. She's in her late 50s. She looks like she's probably in her late 30s. And I asked her, what's your secret? And she said, well, one of them is that I eat really well, I drink a lot of water, and I don't do heavy workouts. Do you know that these really intense workouts actually defy your body's anti-aging process? Did you know that your skin and your body has a beauty process and an anti-aging process? So our job is to protect our body's own beauty process. And one of the things that defies that is heavy, intense workouts. And so we want to activate and not just work out. And so we'll be teaching you more about what that looks like and what that means, and giving you really good exercise regimens over the coming seasons. Number 5 is self-care. And this is also a word that is quite, it's a buzzword that you hear a lot of, but what does it really mean to nourish yourself, to give yourself proper self-care, to go through proper self-care ritual? And so I'm going to teach you how to properly incorporate self-care into your daily ritual every single day so that you can become alive, you can be activated, you can rise, run, become. And it's so critical that you don't neglect self-care, that you take time to nourish your soul. I know for me, I like to go out into my favorite restaurant and have a bowl of soup and read a book. And that for me is self-care because I feel rejuvenated when I come away. I read books that fill my mind with positivity. It gardens my mind and my soul in a way that causes everything that's good to come to life, and it weeds out all the garbage. So self-care is not just taking really good care of your skin. It's not just, eating really healthy foods. It's taking time to do the things that make you come alive, and that's so critical. Number 6 is intention, and this is really key because there's an ancient proverb that says, without a vision, the people perish. And so many people are perishing today, and they're living a life lacking intention and purpose. And it's vision that makes us come alive. And every one of us have a calling. Every one of us have something that we were born to do. There's a great proverb too that says that we live a life worthy of the calling you've received. And so in the intention pillar, it's critical. And this is why when I was creating the MIG method, that I included activation in that first pillar. And so it's critical that we take time to set our goals, set our intention, come alive and come aligned with the truth. What's true in every situation, and how am I going to attain and do the things that I was called to do and do the things that are important to me? For me, it's spending time with my 4 boys, it's spending time with my husband, it's nurturing friendships. All of those things are important. I become very intentional, especially the older I get, the more intentional I become about the things that really matter. So I'm going to activate you and encourage you to begin living a life of intention in these pillars. And then finally, the worthiness pillar is so critical in an age today where people are feeling less, feeling, comparison, syndrome with social media today, I just want to encourage you to set all of that aside and recognize the masterpiece that you are. I love to tell the story that when my husband turned 40 in 2018, and I took him on a surprise trip to Europe for the first time in our entire marriage. We've been married now we got married in 2003, so we've been married for quite some time. But in 2018, I took him on a trip to Europe and surprised him, and we got to go to Italy and Ireland and France. And in Italy is the statue of David. And I got emotional looking at this statue. It was 30 feet tall, and every little detail, and you can tell the time and energy that the artist put into this. And when they asked him, how did you take this giant block of marble and turn it into this gorgeous statue of David? And he said, I simply chipped away at everything that was not David. And that's exactly how it is in our life. Every one of us have a masterpiece, and this giant, gorgeous sculpture that is waiting to be revealed. It's there already. And the challenges in life, all the trials that we face are designed to chip away at everything that is not truly who we were born to be. It's not truly us. And so within you is the seed of greatness, and your purpose can be fostered or it can be neglected. And that sculpture that's waiting to come alive in you, that David that's inside of you, is waiting to be emerged. And so I want to take the time every day to remember that, take joy in the trials, but recognize that everything that's happening in your life is really designed to chip away at everything that is not truly you. And you are a masterpiece, and you are worthy, and so ready. I know that you're here because you're ready to take your life by storm. So welcome to the 7 Pillars again, and I'm so excited about this journey that we're on together.